in the
Recording.
kitchen. Oh,
That's what it
oops.
starts with.
Yeah. So as I was
Let me check
saying,
the. Is White Tie gonna hop on? Good. We're gonna start
we'll
regardless.
we'll see. I have a running joke that he'll
Oh,
just
can you
never
send it to
join
him?
a
Because I didn't send
podcast.
it to him. Fuck. I didn't send it to him.
Yeah,
Can you
I'll
forward it
forward
to?
it to him.
Okay, cool. I keep forgetting.
He's gonna say that because he didn't get it within like the 2 minutes that he's already smoking and drunk. He's gonna say that because he didn't
Can
get
you?
it
All right.
within like the 2 minutes that he's already smoking. All right, I'm
Okay,
sending
I
it to
sound
him
perfect,
now.
dude. Perfect.
Yeah, you
Perfect.
sound great.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. You know what? Let's get it rolling, Ed. Let's
Hell
get it
no.
rolling, Ed. Let's get it rolling, Irv. I haven't talked to Ed in like 3 years. I miss him.
Ever since he's just ever since he's well, I don't know what he's doing actually. I haven't
Ever
seen
since
him
like
in
the
7 years.
pandemic, just like
Yeah.
fuck. The pandemic just like fucked up our entire friend group. We had a whole friend group where we were just like all we were. It was all like the gang of friends, like the cast of friends, and then the
Uh-huh.
pandemic completely just dissolved it in an entirety.
Like, no,
It's like maybe this will
you
bring us all
guys
closer together, and it's like nope, it completely destroys the group. Nobody talks to each other
you,
anymore.
you guys all used to hang out like at a East Dallas coffee shop together.
Yeah. And now it's like we're all sworn enemies. Fuck it.
Oh no. Well,
That's more
what can you
realistic
do?
though. That is most likely what happens like during times of crises. It's not like,
Hmm.
"Oh, we all came together and like, and defeated the enemy and grew stronger." It's more likely like, "Oh yeah, we all just kind of like stopped talking to each other after that event."
And I just
And
started
In the movie
ignoring
Rudy, they would
texts.
have just been like, "Wait, was Rudy based on real life actually?"
I think
That's how rare
so.
that shit is. Whenever
I
there's like
confuse Rudy with the Goonies. One of them is based
I
on real
confuse
life.
Rudy with the other. Remember the Titans? Like they all mix in with all the football movies. Something where it's either
Little
like they
Giants.
yeah. And then like my the cutscenes from like Madden 2007.
And your own real life freshman year.
Yeah, yeah. And the one year I played football.
Yeah, but you have the poster of your
Oh shit! There he
pic.
is. What up?
Wow.
The prodigal
He's still do-
son.
he's he's still downloading software.
What's up, White? Can you hear me? Oh, we can't hear you.
He's yeah, we'll let him figure out the audio situation. Check
Yeah,
on
well,
audio settings.
yeah. Check audio settings and keep talking in between, and then we'll confirm when we hear you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Test.
But
Just
now
switch.
please just remember that the video camera's on because I saw a lot of funny stuff during COVID where people's camera,
Yeah,
including at like courthouses, I feel. Do
yeah,
you remember that video of like that one like attorney that like had the cat filter on and he couldn't take it off?
yeah. That shit was funny, dude. Oh man, I keep thinking like if I could go back in time, I would probably just like make a
Become
ton
a
of money.
lawyer?
It's just like yeah, become a lawyer.
You can tell my money is what?
I would make a ton of money just like providing IT services to like people who are for the first time in their lives having to use
Whoa.
technology. There he is. What
Whoa.
up?
What's up, dude?
Damn, yo. This is
What's up,
crazy,
White?
son.
He's on
Hey, by the
And
way,
finally.
that
We've
and
had so
the
advice
many
we just
webwipe.
legal
gave,
questions.
that advice we just gave of you checking your audio settings cost you $10,000 from Hyro's IT service.
God damn it.
What's up,
Fuck it.
Whiteside?
That sounds like
We
a
finally have
good
our resident attorney.
what's
Yeah.
up?
And by the way,
No
listeners,
politics today, though.
everything on this podcast is 1000% legal advice to please you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just
That's
listen.
right. If you get in any trouble, just come after me.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
If you get in trouble, just play this podcast in court, and
Yeah, dude.
the judge will understand.
If if your lawyer was on this podcast, you're going to jail.
God damn it.
I love that
Okay.
meme of
Man,
the guy's pants.
Let's.
that hits a little. That hits a little close to home today.
Oh no,
Oh
sorry. It's
shit.
literally what you just got done doing.
Pretty much.
Oh fuck. All right. Okay. So we've done our 5 minutes of riffing. We're on a times table. I'm
Oh
trying
yeah,
to
Oh
that
keep
took
shit.
all
the
the
structure here.
non-riff.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys. Thanks for
Yo,
joining.
I
You
feel
know,
like I need
everybody.
a wet wipe from my
Oh yeah,
camera,
for your
dude. I don't
screen.
know why I'm like, yeah.
You have
It
the
looks
blur
like I'm,
effect, but it blurs you and everything else is
yeah,
clear.
dude.
Instead of
My
blurring the
my
background, it blurred the foreground.
my blur effect is odd natural.
Yeah. He has the fucking secret witness for the government effect. Oh wait,
Oh my
Ay,
there it is.
god.
ay
That's actually kind
caramba.
of looks a little bit better there.
This is wild, dude.
He looks like
It's
claymation, like
getting
it's.
more blurred.
Shit.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't think it matters, but while your audio sounds okay though, so that's the most
Yeah, it sounds
Alright,
important.
good.
dope.
All right, so guys, a lot of stuff to catch up on since the last app.
True.
I wanted to touch on a couple of things, and it's funny because podcasts, dude, aren't supposed to be like breaking news segments, but there's so much crazy shit that this administration does that on any given day that we record, it is a breaking news event that happened like within the last 2 hours.
Even
Yeah.
just
And
like 1 week away, like seems dated, right? And everything we talked
yeah,
about.
dude. Oh, you remember whenever like he
Yeah,
closed USAID? Simpler
right.
times.
Right.
God
Simpler
damn. No
times.
joke.
So the latest breaking news alert that happens daily is so Trump because he had got his feelings hurt has decided to end the Western democratic support of Ukraine, U.S. support to Ukraine.
Yeah.
When did that drop? Is that today?
This was
It was
today, so
it was like this
like
afternoon.
yeah, a couple days ago he or it was it yesterday or when did he have his little spat on Friday or Saturday?
Saturday or Sunday? But you just knew that after that like went viral enough, he was gonna
This
get
isn't even
like
that
have a
surprising,
his
dude.
a
This is
pussy
not
fit.
surprising.
Yeah.
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 They're really kind of dropping the veil, you know. He's just letting the Putin hang all hang on
That's
out
true.
there, man.
Yeah. And it
Biggest
is funny,
meat
dude, because
rider.
you used to think of the Republican Party as like, oh, these guys are like, it's weird how much they hate Russia, right? Like they were like the party of like, you could argue they were the party of just like, fuck Russia, if you could give them one sentence.
Yeah, you would
And
have
now,
one
like
Yeah.
thing.
10 years later, it's like, oh, we're the party of like whatever Daddy Trump says. And he
It's
likes
crazy.
Russia, so
Yeah.
we love him.
That was Obama in 2012, dude. At the debate with Romney, Romney was like the world's greatest threat or whatever is
Yeah.
Russia, and Obama was like, chill out, you know.
Yeah. So Romney was right all along. Fuck.
God
But
damn.
it is kind of sad, dude. I do think about it, like how big of a difference it is, like the Republican Party of like 2008, 2010. Like if we could just have those dudes back, life. It's almost like we'd be living on like cloud nine. Like our country would be so great right now if we could just have like the warmongers of like 2008.
They'd be
Jesus
radical
Christ, dude.
Marxists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those guys right now
Radical
are radical
left.
Marxists. Bush is like a fucking libtard now, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, so of course this was expected, as soon as Vance and Trump had their little like, and people are saying it's pre-planned, but I think it's that whole thing that they like to give credit to Trump's fuck ups as like this is 4D interdimensional chess, bro. No, I don't give those guys that much credit. This is 1,000. It could be that they were like, yeah, we're gonna do something. We're gonna try something out, but there's no way like we're gonna plan it out to where Zelensky's and then Europe's gonna like hop in. They weren't doing any of that. These are just fucking idiots like running by the fucking the seat of their
Within
pants.
the
They're not doing shit. They're just kind of running and gunning. They don't have
within
any
the
plan.
context of that of that like grift lie, right? Are they saying that they intentionally made Zelensky come and grovel or something before they undid
Well,
it?
that's what I see like
Well,
Or
just
MAGA
at
or
the
like
the
Mhm.
idea is that like the fight that they had in the Oval Office was basically like so that Trump could have a pretext to so that he could say, well, look at this asshole, he hates us, because
Yeah,
it kind of seems like Vance like starts like fucking with him and prodding him, and then
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he and eventually he jumps on it, and then Trump's just like, oh well, you're an asshole. And the only
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the reason I think that's plausible, at least,
Mm,
or I don't know, at least partially plausible,
mm.
is they're going back and forth or whatever, but Trump and Vance knew apparently that they weren't going to they weren't going to be willing to do any like security guarantees, and so they straight up
Ah,
flew Zelensky to DC to bring him in the
yeah,
White House to like take his fucking wallet and then like tell him to get fucked, like
yeah, yeah. So their
they
plan
wanted to
was
take some
to,
minerals but not actually like promise
yeah,
anything.
their plan was to fuck him and take his money, and he just said, "Well, fuck you guys," and dipped out too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, which is good, dude. I mean,
Well,
honestly, at this point, the whatever New World Order, like Europe, the rest of the West that still believes in shit like democracy, they need to, sort of,
the
they
little
need to
thing.
sort of get their shit.
Seems like
They
there's
need
a
to start
co.
planning.
It seems like there was a coalition that immediately made sure that they reconfirmed being on Ukraine's side, right?
Yeah.
I do like
I
that. I like that. I did see that.
if
Like immediately, Europe was like, hey, come over here," and like they were
I
waiting,
We'll
like
keep
that
talk.
friend in the background, just like waiting for the breakup to happen.
Bro,
Come
Yeah.
I
on,
Yeah.
keep
baby.
Yeah.
saying that this feels like Star Wars when like the fucking Senator Palpatine like turned into the Emperor
Yeah,
and
dude. That's
like
Yeah.
I
exactly what the
just
fuck it is.
I
Yeah, but
feel
the only
like
difference is
America's just
it's
on
like
the
Senator Palpatine went up there and said, "I'm the secret evil emperor. Vote
Yeah,
for
but he said it,
me."
but he didn't
and
try to keep it secret for four
no,
movies.
and
He
then
just
the whole
immediately
Senate was
said
like,
it.
"We want him." He tells it like it is. "I'm evil," and then they're like, "We want to vote for him. Fuck the Jedi."
He's got lightning coming out of his fingers and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Fuck innocent people. I blew up Alderaan, and they're like, "Yes, we want to vote for him. He's based."
Yeah,
God
in this
damn.
That's the only
setting, like
difference.
Order 66 was on the ballot and it won.
I'll kill all the Jedi. I'll kill all
All
the Jedi if
right.
you vote for me. And like
Yeah.
that one fucking like all the people who voted for him are like the guy who owned Anakin as like a slave. What was his name?
Uh
The fucking fly looking
Not
guy.
Greedo, Sebulba?
Yeah, yes,
No,
and Boba. Or no, that was the guy
that
he
was his
raced against.
enemy.
Anyways, like
Yeah,
Was it Greedo?
Watto. It was Watto.
yeah, he has like a podcast, and he just like gets the emperor like a ton of votes just with his like no nonsense attitude of
I
just
like the
being
way he
racist.
thinks, huh? Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
very racist actually.
Straight up, man. The
Actually, he had a small heart, right? He treated Annie
right
a little.
yeah. I
the
guess. Yeah, for
the
being a
German
slave owner.
chancellor the German chancellor was like he did an interview where he was like, I never thought I'd say this on TV, but Europe ASAP needs to become like independent of the US, and like we might be talking about a completely different NATO by June,
Yeah.
but regardless, like so he was just kind of like fuck them, like fuck
No,
us,
yeah. I mean,
which
and
What's
it pains me to say as like an American, but yeah, dude, like if our country's like yes, oh, we're like the world leader and we try to maintain some kind of like peaceful world order, or whatever, but if we have so much freaking power that like we can literally lead nations to fall with our stupid like elections and stupid political decisions, then yeah, dude, there needs to be power more spread out. It's like Europe needs to
yeah.
have a big chunk of power. Like the U.S. can have that much power if it's all concentrated in one dude who's just, evil. So
real
Yeah,
talk.
it should only be in the CIA.
yeah.
Shouldn't you be allowed
What happened to
to
them, dude? By
Trump?
the way, did the left did we shoot ourselves in the foot by like
The
wanting to
butt.
gut the CIA? Now it's like they're all too scared to do anything.
Who's in charge of that? Tulsi? Cash is on the
Yeah,
other side.
Tulsi's DNI. I don't know who the CIA director is, but yeah, I mean that motherfucker's boss is Tulsi.
But who's
Probably
in charge of like MI? Now was it the one from Mission
MI6.
Impossible? The guys who are like the real dark secret
The real
CIA.
ones.
Yeah.
Sector 8.
That's what I wanted
MI6
to
is
Yeah,
SUK.
Spectre. Who's in charge of Spectre?
Damn.
Mossad,
No.
bro.
Right?
It is
Fuck,
crazy,
man.
dude. We
That's
voted
that's
like
the part that
fucking.
gets me canceled.
We voted like Doctor Evil to be the CIA head chief. Shit, it's
And
crazy.
he's just
Adam,
doing the
Adam
thing into
Silver's
the
gonna come. Adam
Yeah.
Silver's gonna come tell you like a list of important Jewish figures you need to go meet.
Yeah.
And it
I'm
does
getting a
remind me
full
too,
paid
like
trip.
in that meeting with Zelensky and Trump, there was that I don't know how the best way to say it, but that dick sucker who was like, "Hey,
Meat writer.
weren't you? Yeah, that dick writer. Weren't you wearing a suit, Zelensky? What are you busy doing something all day?"
Do you own a suit?
Crazy, dude. Crazy.
And
Like,
Yeah.
the
this is
guy's
the
like, and he's like showing up to the White House like in like blood-stained like camo, low key.
Yeah.
That's wild, dude.
No, but
They
like
Ukraine has like comedy like of the like comedy recording of the meeting where they're just like like where Trump's telling them like, can't you at least wear some fucking Balenciaga, like,
yeah.
and they're just like dogging about and they make him sound like a bitch. It's hilarious.
I mean,
It's
that is
I guess
true.
it's
honest,
Too,
like the
like,
yeah.
Ukrainian Jon Stewart.
and that's kind of what Zelensky was, right? Before he wasn't he like a famous actor or something like that before he
He's a comedian. He's
got
a
into
reality
politics.
star.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm not saying
He's
anything, but no, I would never do that fucking type of job, dude. So you could
no
tell like
no joke.
that's how you know somebody like
President?
that actually is brave, dude, because he probably could have like fucked
Yeah.
off. He probably had enough money to
Yeah.
fuck off, instead of going into politics and
Um,
save his country.
did he say something about like he was like willing to like put in his resignation in if he like got certain terms or some shit
Yeah,
or
like if they got
Yeah.
was the thing?
NATO, he
Uh,
said that he would resign, which is
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't doubt it either, dude. I mean, it seems
Yeah.
like people on
Well, he was
on the
hitting
right
back.
might think it's bullshit, but I don't doubt that he would do that.
Yeah. That's like the ultimate kind of mission accomplished, like for real, for real. But
mhm.
it's all like contingent on on like a security guarantee. Like they might even be cool getting rid of the NATO aspirations. I don't know. I mean, I think it's in the
Yeah.
Constitution, so it'd be hard. But I mean, even just like some sort of a peace that they could count on.
Yes, yes, yes. That makes sense. All right, I'm going to switch over to the next topic, guys. Enough about Ukraine. They're old news, and there won't be around for much longer without any money now. So
God damn.
next
Fuck.
thing. All right, and this kind of fits in with the theme of Trump dick riding that we're going to see for the next. Probably, I want to say 4 years, but it seems like it's probably going
No
to be for the
way.
foreseeable
Is this real?
future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight
Okay,
up.
so we got a GOP lawmaker from Texas, of course, Brandon Gill, and he's a freshman rep, so he has to do something to get his name out there. Like, what can I do? Should I try to make life better for my constituents? Should I make prices cheaper? Should I try to build fix the infrastructure of Texas? No, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put Trump on the $100 bill.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this
Initial thoughts, Irvin. Or
What's what's the official bill name to suck Trump off? Like, what is this? Oh, the Golden Age of America bill. Okay.
God
Jesus.
damn.
I was thinking about this when I saw this right before the pod, and I was like, "This may work, dude, because the $100 bill might just be worth like $2 in the near future, just due to hyperinflation."
Like,
Nothing
dude,
beats red, white, and blue Landia or whatever the fuck that fool from Georgia. Y'all see that? The bill?
no.
That somebody for real launched a bill out of Georgia saying that authorizing the purchase of Greenland and renaming it Red, White, and Blue Land. Swear to God.
When did have
It's crazy, dude.
reps always been this stupid, or like are we
I
just
don't
like
think
in a
so.
new
Whenever you
like
ask when, just the answer is
yeah.
probably like 2016. Like, when did everything
Yeah.
go to shit? It's like 2016
Yeah,
is
dude.
the answer.
Like
When
okay,
did it all become a farce?
I just saw like Dan Patrick or someone from Texas like say like we're gonna change the name of like New York strip steaks to Texas strip steak or some shit.
Yeah.
Like we're just like putting stupid bills out
Yeah.
while infrastructure is crumbling and there's like a fucking
It is crazy,
measles
dude, that
outbreak.
like and whenever they talk about like, you know why we're doing this, right? Cuz we got this massive mandate from America. Like, I want to know why we never did anything like that, the Democrats. Not with the
Yeah.
crazy shit, but just like, hey, let's take the actual mandates around for a fucking lap. See what we can get out of it. I mean, Obama kind of did a little bit, you know, with the ACA, and I guess that completely destroyed the minds
You
of Republicans. So that answers
you
my
mean
question.
Trump
But
care? Yeah,
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's just like you see what happens when people just like these guys are just faking it till they make it. Everything is fake it till they make it. Yeah, we got a
Yeah.
massive mandate with you know, of course they want us to destroy the Constitution. We won by like 1.2% of the vote. You know, of course we have a
That
mandate to
motherfucker didn't
destroy
crack
everything.
50.
Yeah.
You know, he never cracked 50. It was like 49 point something. You know,
Yeah.
nobody
It's
even got
like
like a majority.
yeah, it's like Kamala and like the guy who doesn't matter. You know, they got more votes than him combined.
It's
Crazy.
scary how like we were all like worried about like, oh, like look at what they're doing like on the ground in like Georgia and all these places where they, the Democrats barely won in 2020 or whatever. And it's like
Oh yeah.
I feel like we never even got to thinking that because like everything like went so quickly on election night, then I feel like we never even like try to put a fight up against
Yeah.
close votes. I don't know. Whiteside,
Yeah.
what do you think about that?
You talking about 2024?
Yeah, like I just feel like there weren't really like battles for like recounts or any of that anywhere.
I really feel like people were looking up, and Biden, Harris, like neither one of them asked for any recounts. They just kind of seemed to accept it. I know, like somebody on Harris's campaign said that the results matched their like internal polling, but uh, I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know why, because the
Yeah.
only the only two things I can think of are that if with them not requesting a recount, either Trump won for real, which doesn't really make sense to me, or the hacking was basically like better than the government could fucking detect, which
Well,
is
and
which
that's what I was
is
getting at,
pretty
which is
terrifying
like,
too.
Yeah.
but like I
That's
feel
fucking
like it
scary
was like
too.
openly talked about that like he was like, oh yeah, he already won. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Like he looked at
Yeah.
his phone or something like
I don't know which
early.
I prefer actually. I think I prefer that he legitimately won because if it's the other thing then we're we're we've already drowned and we don't even realize it. We're not there's no like
yeah,
lifeboat coming. It's like we're cooked. He if he could have done
Yeah.
it that way without being in power, now he's in power, it's like, there'll never be like a legit election again, you know. So
yeah.
Yeah.
and that's the
And they
other thing
just
too.
said
Like I think part of it has to be too that like Dems just they got to grow a pair, bro. Like when Trump lost in 2020, he lost by a fucking wider margin than all this shit, and millions more votes. And the next 4 years they were just like fuck it, no we didn't lose, we're the fucking best and we're still the best, right? I mean, right off the
Yeah.
Mhm.
rip they were like, no, we won, we're winners regardless. And for for the next 4 years it was just that to the point where he clawed his way back from fucking obscure, from pretty much political death, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I remember the night of, dude, that the election happened. It was almost like, oh fuck, it's over now forever, right? As soon as you feel it. But that's something where I feel like Dems have to like fucking be like, nah, it's not. Like fuck this. Like they barely won. This shit ain't over yet. Like it has to be some of that. But I mean, I don't see it in our leadership, and you barely see it in the populace. So I don't know what the solution to that is.
I don't know. I
The
mean, they're
asteroid that hit
doing.
us.
Yeah, I mean they're doing more like they've been doing, like because part of it is I feel like one of the big ass problems too is, which is not to say that they've been doing everything that they should be, because that absolutely hadn't been happening,
Hmm.
but it's like they do shit, and it's like how do you get it to like the average person that's like eligible to vote or eligible to register
Yeah,
to vote,
yeah,
that's like not engaged. like how do you get that information to them? You know,
That's true.
uh,
And also like the Republican media machine, bro. I don't know how there has to be some fucking kind of like well, I mean, I get where it all starts. It's whatever Daddy Trump says, right? Whatever Daddy
yeah,
Trump says, then like the, Fox News picks it up and go with it. Then the grifters come in, the Daily Wire bigger machines, and then the Twitter bots come in, right? So it's like boom, Trump says something, the whole machine just starts churning for it. When it's like Kamala says something, you got like, the Black Caucus, and then like the
The
Latinos, and then
what?
like trans, and then like people who like the vote for immigration, people who vote for like Israel. There's like 10 different opinions on it, right? And like we gotta wrangle everybody to sort of agree, to like, hey, this is our gal, this is our guy, this is our gal. Like, okay, we're arguing amongst each other, but there's not that like singular media machine, bro. Hey, here's an issue. I saw it as soon as like Trump started saying like, or Vance was like, he wasn't thankful. Then the media machines are like, they're not thankful. Zelensky's not thankful. It's like they're churning it out, bro. We don't have that
yeah,
on the left. We don't, which is
no,
fine because we're not a cult, right? But
yeah.
it's still like there's benefits to being in a cult, man. Whatever the fucking cult leader says, everybody follows. So
Yeah,
Well,
the leader.
he's such a fucking psychopath and
yeah,
rampant like fraudulent clown
yeah.
that it's like fentanyl for media organizations. You
Oh
know, they're just
yeah,
like
dude.
tying off and like
That
putting
is the
out the
thing
next
too.
crazy ass headline.
They're
That is the
just
thing
doing
too.
that
That's how
thing.
that's how he blew up in 2016. All the like
Yeah.
fucking CNN and everybody was like getting high off the fucking supply of like ratings. So they were
You
like,
just
keep
couldn't
turning it
believe
out.
it.
He said some crazy shit. Keep turning it out. Say this is bad thing that he just said, and then played 10,000 times, as if that's not going to swing some people to vote for him.
Not just them though. I mean, Hillary did want him as her opponent because she thought she could beat him, right? I know that part, but
That's
still,
Yeah,
crazy.
he was
Yeah.
propagated even on the other side.
I kind of understand that though too, dude. Like that's who I would
Like,
I would want him as my
ma-
opponent too.
make me
Not
face the
knowing what he
clown,
is now, I'd be like,
right?
who do I want to run against? Like
The
a
clown.
well-oiled, like expected, yeah, experienced political, representative or something with 20 years in government, or this fucking idiot guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but like that 20 years in government guy would have like continued decorum, right? And then
Yeah.
now, like this guy's just like, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna call you a bitch on stage.
Yeah,
You
yeah. I'm gonna
know?
call you a bitch on stage, and I'm gonna take 50% of this country with me
Right,
that has literacy issues.
right. Yeah,
All right,
goddamn.
but
exactly.
so we are seeing. Let's switch it over to this other topic, guys.
Yeah.
I want to get your thoughts on what we're starting to see here. I'm trying not to fucking get high on copium because I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
I feel like I was getting high on copium during like the pre-election right before up there like we're really going to pull it off, guys. We're really going to destroy Trumpism. I don't want to go into the echo chamber, but I do see a lot of this shit going on now with the town halls. Whiteside linked this one right here. I hadn't even seen this one yet, but it's let
Oh
Let's
me
yeah.
see
play it
it.
for you guys and get your
This
initial
this fool,
thoughts.
this guy's from so like north like red ass suburban Texas, like McKinney and
Okay.
Okay.
Greenville.
Okay. So his constituents at least should be for the most part red. Can you guys hear this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Rep Keith Self at a town hall.
He's trying to do the wave. Damn, they got his ass.
Yeah, dude. So this is kind of the same theme we've been seeing for the last maybe 10 days or so, where like
What's the
Republicans are
context?
hosting town halls with
Hmm.
their constituents. This is the first time since the election, and
Yeah.
everyone's just sort of screaming "fuck you" at them. That's probably the easiest, simplest way to explain it. Um,
Yeah.
and because this is supposedly supposed to be Republican constituents, and it most likely is because if you're pissed at your rep, you're gonna go to this. But
Hmm.
is there a way to make sure like, oh, this is just a bunch of fucking like Democrats going over there and screaming? How do they
Because
check
that's
for
what they're
that?
gonna. that's what they're at least gonna spin it as, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm like, because
I
I
don't
want to
know.
go up there and scream. That's the only reason I say that
Right.
too.
Well,
I
that's
was like,
true.
oh, there's a
Is he your
Republican
rep?
bastard up there. No, he's not. I just want to go scream at Republicans.
Yeah.
Why do
Right.
they all look like Jeff Bezos?
Yeah.
It's I want to have hopium, but I don't want it to turn into copium. Where I'm like, yeah, MAGA's turning because, bro, there's MAGA should have turned fucking 14. The line is 14 miles back that they shouldn't have crossed, right? So I don't know if you know how much of it is like, oh, the things are turning versus like, oh, okay, this is just
Well,
you know,
they, I
stuff that's
mean,
happening.
a lot of broken promises towards them, right? Like the economy shit, like the tax cut for the billionaires. I'm surprised hasn't gotten more traction
Medicare,
from
Yeah.
right?
this side. Medicaid, Veterans Affairs, government jobs,
Yeah.
Medicaid,
Firing thousands of veterans
Yeah,
is,
right?
they are.
and then
That's the
they're
one thing
fucking the
that's different.
farmers too.
They're fucking
Yeah,
with a lot of sort of sacred deers. Like they are really, they're touching a lot of shit that they would have been like political suicide, you know, fucking 10 years ago, pre
Yeah.
2016. Like if someone was like, I'm going to cut fucking primaried immediately. Like
yeah.
it just, it didn't
It just
happen.
says it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Social, nope. That's it. You're done.
Mhm.
So maybe it is, dude. Maybe these are like the last people right before they retire. Like I
I don't
remember Social Security was good.
I don't understand, but like, okay, so like Trump ran, well, he didn't, I know what he ran, right? It was in Project 25, but
Yeah.
when he would be pressed on it, he would say he wasn't going to touch him.
Mhm.
So where is like a
Project
So
what?
he
journalist?
lied. He lied.
I
He
haven't
told
heard of
Right.
that.
Well,
he
but that's what
probably
I'm
knew
saying.
his
Like, why
constituents. Yeah.
isn't that like the first thing like any journalist asks him in any actual interview? Like, going back, like just show the clip, show the clip of what he
That
said.
is a crazy too, dude.
Hmm.
Like the media has seemed everyone seems to have just been cucked by him.
Right.
Like I don't get it. He won by 1.2% or whatever it is, and now
hmm
everyone is just like, oh, yeah, whatever he says, we're not gonna
King
fight back at
King
all.
Trump.
Yeah,
hmm
I don't understand that.
Goddamn
Like
dude.
people are acting like
Yeah.
this dude fucking swept all 50 or something. I
Yeah.
don't
He won
understand.
by like what's I mean, he's super good at making his own reality, like fabricating it and making
Yeah,
it real, because once everybody believes it, it is kind of reality.
yeah,
That's that kind of fascist shtick that
yeah. That's
that they
true.
do.
I'm laughing
Yeah,
because Whiteside's background has Rudy and like Rudy's been abandoned by Trump. He's like broke.
Four Seasons Total Landscaping.
Yeah.
It's so funny, dude. The amount of memes that this guy
Bodies in
has
the ground.
generated for society. That's gonna
Yeah.
be his legacy, dude. Because that all presidents are like, oh, what do I want to know? I freed the slaves, blah blah blah. The amount of fucking he's gonna be a living meme generator, like when he goes
Bro,
to like
The
to
Trump
exist
coffee
forever.
book, like the cover's gonna be the fucking McDonald's dinner at the White House
Yeah,
with all the Big Macs
The
and
arms, the
then
doing
arms
this.
out. He's like,
Yeah, yeah.
ah.
yeah, and then another one on a plane. This guy, the fucking one with the RFK, not
Yeah.
wanting to get caught eating a burger.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fucking chomping on a Big Mac, bro.
We tried to do
Make
like a
it.
photo shoot with an eagle, and it started to like peck his fucking head
Oh
off.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
It knew, bro.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God, there's so
Yeah, we
many
really did lose
photos.
it whenever God told us, "Hey, vote for Bernie" by sending a bird to the podium, and we still
So
didn't
cute.
get let him have it. That's when we lost. It was like, oh, okay, you don't
Well,
want this, you don't want to choose my prophecy. All right, I'll give you a different one.
Real shit.
yeah.
I did want to ask too. We're coming down to like the last 5 minutes. There's I feel like I want to keep a tracker that we have two different trackers that we have here. The first one I want to show you guys just for to keep us honest right here is the national egg average, right? So let me know if you guys can see this. I just want to keep a record of this. It looks like
Wow, look at that.
let's see, around when was the
Jesus.
election?
What happened there?
November 29th, 369 doesn't that's I mean that is a bit expensive, I guess. Maybe it is worth destroying democracy for that. And then boom, where are we at now? Okay, 805.
Fuck.
So yeah, just want to keep a little record of that. We can check this each week. Maybe things will change. Who
Boy,
knows?
I
I
sure
was
am
at
glad
a
we fired all those
yeah.
CDC people that were working on bird flu.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was like those fucking eggs are like more expensive, but they're also like covered in parasites now.
Real talk.
It is funny, dude, because if he guts egg prices by like 25%, he's gonna do a big 3 lap, but they'll be like $7. They'll be like 6.55.
Yeah.
Luckily, we're making government a lot more efficient, so there's nobody left to inspect fucking food safety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nobody
The
left to work at the fucking plants where they harvest all of this shit. There's gonna be no immigrants working at anywhere in the fields or working at any of these fucking hatcheries. And then all the inspectors are being gone. And whenever you get sick, there's gonna be no doctors to fucking help you out.
That's
the
scary, dude.
cargo planes carrying eggs are crashing into each other or into the egg factories, and then there's no emergency services.
We import like most of our fucking fruit and shit like that, and yeah,
Yeah,
we're
the
about to
Oh,
just
oh,
tariff the
oh,
shit out of
but
it.
25%.
by the way, that's gonna cost you half more because
Yeah.
Mexico.
25% tariff on all the imported eggs that we need to bring in now.
Yeah, and that's just ours, right? That's not even the retaliatory ones,
Yeah.
that they do back. Yeah, no, this
God,
is
All,
Europe is
but
gonna
I'm
be
glad.
like taken over by Russia, so like we're not gonna be able to trade with them for a while.
God damn.
But we'll see. Hey,
Europe might be
maybe
trying to
it'll turn
save us from
around.
Russia, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I
All
hope
cause
so.
fucking Seth Meyers had to make a joke at the correspondence dinner.
Obama couldn't have just worn a brown suit, or was it a black suit that one day? He had to wear a tan
Had to
suit.
wear a tan suit. He had to run for
That's where he
president.
lost all the That's where he lost all the Republicans with the tan suit. That
That
was
Obama
one.
joke
Yeah.
really did it.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, this is fucking crazy. Kind of like the idea you ever be a president.
You'll
And then
never
he
do
just,
it.
yeah, man.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Okay,
You
and
guys said
then
Jesus at the same time.
yeah,
Practice
we're here in the last
self-defense.
minute. Oh yeah, 1,000%. That kind of leads me to my last question. What, as a percentage of like from 1 to 100, how soon do you think we are from civil war?